Fortnite's Fracture event has finally come to an end, Chapter 4 has been revealed, and there's a crazy amount of secrets and Easter eggs to break down, starting with the reveal of Mr. Beast. So Fracture had a spectacular ending as we watched the Chapter 4 island build itself piece by piece. Everything happened so fast that it was easy to miss some insane teasers, including the reveal of the Mr. Beast icon series. For a few seconds, you can spot him being dragged by the 0 point, and he even has a present back bling. This was originally teased when Mr. Beast Burger appeared at FNCS, and now it has turned into a fully fledged crossover. Something a little more obvious could be spotted floating through space. Yeah, Hulk on a dirt bike. Before the live event, the vice president of Epic Games teased Chapter 4 with one word, cycle. And it turns out it was for motorbikes, which I think will fit on them a little bit more easier than the Hulk. And so while we were all running around collecting as many 0 point fragments as possible, you might have noticed that there were some telescopes on the map. If you look through this one, you can spot some familiar faces in the distance. Our old friends, the lonely henchmen, were waving back at us. It is one of the best traditions out there, as they also made a cameo during Operation Skyfire. And so as we sit here waiting for downtime to end, there's a beautiful loading screen that shows the Chapter 4 island in the distance. Wait around long enough and you'll see a ton of items floating through space. One of the first objects was a helmet belonging to Doom Guy, and it's not the first time he made an appearance. In the Chapter 4 trailer, he could be seen shooting an alien, and man, that armor is huge. But if you were wondering, no, he doesn't have a custom gun. Instead, he's using a scar. Could this mean they are finally returning next chapter? I'm keeping my fingers crossed because a bunch of teasers are being revealed every 10 minutes. On the downtime screen, people spotted this billboard that featured 2 sprays and a QR code. If you scan it, it takes you to a secret Fortnite website where you have to enter coordinates. We'll get to that in a second because the billboard also confirmed a major character that will appear in the Chapter 4 Battle Pass, and you can see this knight in a suit of armor. Yes, this is confirmed to be GENO. After years of waiting, Fortnite's main villain is finally here, and if you needed any more confirmation, his pickaxe was also floating through space. At the end of the trailer, you can see the GENO skin in its full glory, and he just looks awesome. For anyone with a magnifying glass, you'll also notice that GENO is holding a brand new weapon that we've never seen before. And it's not the only gun that has everyone talking. Fortnite has been teasing a crossbow that could shoot an entire sword, and it's about time we got some unique weapons. And speaking of this loading screen, you might be wondering who the person in the chair is. Well, it turns out that the pair of feet is secretly answering one of the event's biggest mysteries. If you couldn't help but think, hey, where's John Jones? Then look no further because this is actually Prisoner Jonesy. Not only does he have a banana fishing rod, but you could also spot the infamous Peely smoothie on the cooler. And we can't ignore some of the best Easter eggs that have gone completely unnoticed. Fortnite paid homage to the shrinking chair, pontoon boat, and the talking fish for whatever reason. And even though some teasers were super obvious, like Geralt from The Witcher and his roach glider, there was a massive crossover in the background. For a few seconds, this pickaxe is flying through the air, and it secretly reveals the next anime collab. This is actually from My Hero Academia and belongs to All Might. It doesn't appear in the Battle Pass, so we might not see this until midway through the season. And for the first time ever, the Battle Bus has been permanently redesigned. Sure, we've had things like the Stark Bus, but this design could be here to stay. Rips in the chat for the famous hot air balloon. It is now rocket powered. And something that nobody realized is that Fortnite literally spoiled the event months ago. During Season 4, you could read secret dialogue that said, "What you herald will consume you." And during Fracture, this prophecy came true. When the reality tree got pulled in by the 0 point, it was completely different. This time, it had the frozen corpse of the herald. I don't know if this will appear in Chapter 4, but it is safe to assume the last reality's plan failed. Something that will be on the new island is this huge medieval POI, and it has split the community in half. Tons of people think this could be related to the Witcher collab, and it does look like Kaer Morhen from the games. But if you compare this castle with the Agency, there are some huge similarities. Could this mean Midas is returning? He was teased by the Paradigm just before the Fracture event, and it went nowhere, so maybe we'll have to wait a little bit longer, who knows at this point. But one of my personal favorite Easter eggs could be seen at the end of the trailer. For a couple frames, you could find a rowing boat with 2 people inside. It is Fishstick sat down with an unknown character in the distance, and of course, this is a callback to Season X, where Fishstick was on a boat with DJ Yonder. And while that was an awesome callback, one part of the event confused everybody. Even though the Herald completely destroyed the island, the 0 point was fine. Doesn't really make a lot of sense until you view a deleted scene, which explains a lot. Epic accidentally left this work in progress video in the files, and it shows the mothership trying to take the 0 point only for it to fight back. And that's when it flies away. Yeah, this whole time it was able to fly, but hey, Fortnite cut this from the event, so maybe they changed their mind, who knows? But one of the most exciting exciting parts of a new season is a fresh battle pass. There's an original character gliding into the Chapter 4 map, and she seems to have a crazy surfing glider similar to Hawkeye. We also got the reveal of the second member of the High Stakes Club, who might be coming very soon. She was first teased in the crew loading screen along with Johnny the Red, and has now arrived with Chapter 4. And there's also a brand new anime style skin. It has ghost spirits all over it and is floating through space on the new promo art. But there's a fourth character arriving in the battle pass from the survey catalog. She is sitting on a dirt bike and looks insane. Donald Mustard's teaser also finally makes sense now. He updated his header just 12 hours before the event to some snowy mountains. Seemed like a nice view, but nothing from this man is ever innocent. It was actually a reference to the snowy mountains that Paradigm was standing on when she started the Zero Fusion. These will even be a key part of the snow biome on the Chapter 4 map. Before we say goodbye to the old map for good, we actually had special Easter eggs to classic events during Fortnite history. You can interact with the rocket to get a flashback to all of the key moments, and even the mech's arm to see its entire history. There were also some special flashback items like the packs from Operation Skyfire and even the 0-point control panels from the bridge. Not to mention the grand return of Kevin the Cube with the story of all of his amazing moments throughout history. There's also way more other references to the past in the event. As the final pieces of the island are pulled together, you can see glimpses of objects like the Durr Burger and old school dinosaur statues from Chapter 1. There was even some recent items like the tanks and the IO drills. Eagle-eyed fans spotted the motel sign too, so maybe we could finally expect to see its return on the new island. And it looks like it'll be joined by steamy stacks, which we could spot through a telescope during the event. But now the event's over. Chapter 4 will launch tomorrow morning, and there's already so much in store, including brand new perks. These will allow you to apply various abilities, just like spy games from Chapter 2. Some will likely be super speed, fast harvest, auto reload, and a lot more. New quests for next season have also revealed some crazy items. Turns out that we'll be able to consume energy drinks, which will likely give us health or shield, as well as stamina that we could use to sprint, slide, and mantle. And that'll go perfectly with the long-awaited release of skating. Leakers have found more challenges that confirm it will finally appear in Chapter 4, and it sounds like the stamina bar will be pretty useful when skating on foot. We don't know whether there'll be skateboards or roller skates just yet, but I guess only time will tell. Thankfully, we have plenty of that since Chapter 4 Season 1 will last until the middle of March. Leakers currently think it'll end on March 20th, and that the season title will be called Realities, which makes a lot of sense with all the different parts of the island forging together. And some parts of the island contain some insane new biomes. There's a ton of grasslands as well as a brand new autumn biome that looks huge. Just north of that, you also find the giant new snow biome with a mountain that is taller than ever before. Epic is back once again with another fan-designed skin. Yes, it is this one on the dirt bike. Of course, this was initially a survey skin that Ivan Bladon designed, and now it is being released officially in the Battle Pass, so congratulations. I'd really like to give a huge shout out to Epic Games for putting this event together and even flying out me, Cypher PK, and Typical Gamer to experience it live. Throughout the night, we'll be dropping more coordinates for the secret website, and so far, people have found 3D models of the dirt bikes, Battle Pass skins, and Geno's pickaxe. As Chapter 4 approaches, expect more of these to arrive, and I'll be streaming first thing in the morning to check it out. Hope you guys enjoyed. It's been Tommy, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.